Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to Buddhism for Beginners YouTube channel. So boys and girls, do you remember the first day that you started school? Or if there are any adults who are watching us, do you remember the first day you were at work, at your new job? Was it easy? I don't think so. It was a bit difficult, wasn't it? So, like when we first start something, it's never easy for anyone. But are we going to give it up? Saying that, oh, I cannot do this job. Or I cannot go to school because, everything is very different. I had so much hopes that this is how I'm going to study in this school, or this is how I'm going to do my job. But when things don't go the way we had hoped for, are we going to give them up that easily? I don't think so. So today's story is about a young man who had been going to Jeta's monastery to listen to Dhamma, and then developed a very pleasant mind towards the Supreme Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and wanted to ordain. And then so he took permission from his parents, and went forth. He became a monk, and then soon as he became a monk, boys and girls, so this young monk had so many expectations in his mind. In fact, he was dreaming about, so when I get the opportunity to go live in seclusion, I would go to a forest, a beautiful forest, and we'll meditate, practice meditation, by a beautiful, I get the chance to practice meditation by beautiful waterfalls, etc., etc., right? So then because of his expectation, because he was dreaming about living in seclusion and practicing Dhamma, he worked so hard to learn Dhamma from the Supreme Buddha and the other senior monks. So time went by, so it was his turn to go practice meditation in a secluded area. So, and then along with some other monks, this young monk also went to the forestry area, and then the people living nearby, they built beautiful kutis and walking paths so the Bhantes can practice meditation and develop concentration peacefully, right? So this monk, he was very excited for the opportunity he got to practice Dhamma in seclusion. So he went to his kuti, and then he sat down to meditate, boys and girls. But guess what? The first day he couldn't develop concentration at all. So he couldn't focus at all. And the second day and the third day also, and there were days that he would sit down to meditate, and then he would fall asleep. So time went by, and this monk, like no matter how hard he tried, he just cannot focus. He just cannot concentrate at all. So he got fed up, and then he thought, this is not going to work for me. I tried for so long, and this is not for me. I'm just going to go back to the Jetavana. So thinking this way, he went back to the Jetavana, to the monastery, and then he continued to sweep around the monastery and doing all these chores. And so one day, another Bhante noticed this monk. Oh, he has come back. So he was in the forest. He went to live in seclusion. And all of a sudden, he has come back. So he approached this young monk and asked, you went to the seclusion. You were so excited about it. So how come you're here? What happened? And then this young monk responded, saying, oh, Bhante, I tried so hard, but I cannot develop, I cannot focus, I couldn't concentrate at all. So I thought, why would I, try something very difficult that I cannot do, I cannot accomplish, right? So that's why I came back. So I'm just going to, continue to clean around the monastery and do all the chores and live like this. And then this, the other Bhante, reminded this young monk, friend, everything is difficult at the beginning. And you might even make mistakes at the beginning, but that doesn't mean that we should give it all up and focus on something else. Like even our Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, praised are the ones who make effort continuously. I think we should go see the Blessed One and inform this immediately and get some advice for you. But this young monk, boys and girls, he didn't want to do that. He was a little bit hesitant, right? But his friend, he wouldn't give up. He took this young monk to see the Supreme Buddha. And then, so in front of Supreme Buddha, they informed what had happened to this young monk, who was all excited, but now he has given up completely. And then the Supreme Buddha asked this one, Bhikkhu, is that true that you have completely given up developing concentration and practicing Dhamma? So this Bhante said, yes, the Blessed One, I have given up everything because I feel that's not for me. It's very difficult for me. And then the Supreme Buddha asked this Bhikkhu, so just because you cannot make a tiny bit of effort, you're giving up such a wealth right in front of you? But in a previous life, you took the advice of a wise person and made so much effort, and you were able to defeat 100 of your elder brothers and became the king to the city of Varanasi. And then boys and girls, the bhikkhus that were sitting around the Supreme Buddha, they said, oh, Bhante, we know how this young monk has given up completely in this life, but we don't know how he worked so hard, how much effort he made and was able to become the king to the city of Varanasi in a previous life. And then boys and girls, out of compassion, Supreme Buddha said, so because at a long time ago, in a city called Varanasi, there was this king named Brahmadatta. He had 100 sons. So the youngest name was Gamini. So all the other sons went to study under different teachers. But this Prince Gamini went to Taxila, where the Bodhisattva was working as a teacher. So this Prince Gamini had the opportunity to learn under the Bodhisattva. And then one day, boys and girls, so this Prince Gamini said to the Bodhisattva, his teacher, I have 100 elder brothers before me. So, being the king, it's just a dream for me. I don't think I will ever be able to become the king in the city of Varanasi. But then the Bodhisattva teacher said to this Prince Gamini, oh Prince, don't say like that. So if you take the advice of the wise people and make constant effort in achieving your dreams, and if you don't get, without getting excited for anything at first, and then if you practice generosity, use kind words, and treat everyone equally, you don't have to worry about becoming the king. You will definitely be able to become the king to the city of Varanasi. So boys and girls, this Prince Gamini took his teacher's advice to his heart, and then so he continued his study. So boys and girls, this Prince Gamini, he took his teacher's advice very well, and then worked according to those advices. So anyway, once they all finished up their schooling, they went back to see their father in the kingdom of Varanasi. And then all the other brothers got a village from their father, King Brahmadatta, and then they ruled those villages. They in fact told Prince Gamini, younger brother, you should take a village, ask for a village from father, and take care of that. You can continue, create your own kingdom. But Prince Gamini was very quiet. He did not say anything. And then he went back to see his teacher, the Bodhisattva, and then informed about, how all of his other brothers, siblings have got the village from the father, but, he didn't take it. And then the Bodhisattva advised him, oh, that's good, Prince, you don't have to do that, don't ask for any villages. Just stay closer to your father take care of the his work for him, and then treat everyone equally, practice give things to others, practice generosity, always use kind words, and then treat everyone equally, be nice to everyone. So the time went by, boys and girls, and then Prince Gamini continued his work, taking care of the kingdom for his father. And then this father, King Brahmadatta, he got very sick. And then, so he was sort of at his deathbed. And then he called to he addressed his ministers and said, "Oh, dear ministers, I think it's time for me to go. I'm going to die very soon. So please call all of my sons and ask them to come see me." And then these ministers, boys and girls, said to the king, asked the king, "Dear king, so who should be crowned after your passing away?" And then the king Brahmadatta said, "Ministers, usually the eldest son will get the throne. But in this case, I think Prince Gamini is the most suitable person for this throne, because I can see that he has won the hearts of the citizens, the merchants, everyone, and the way he's treating everyone, that's very impressive. So I think we should give the throne. He should become the king after me." And then the ministers agreed, because they also can see how well this Prince Gamini is, like managing everything in the kingdom, right? So then, boys and girls, after the passing away of King Brahmadatta, Prince Gamini became the king. But you know what he did after? He divided all of his father's wealth equally among all of his brothers, and treated everyone equally. And then he, with the advice given to him by his teacher, and then he continued to practice generosity, used kind words, the exact same way how his teacher advised him. So boys and girls, one day this Prince King Gamini now sitting in his throne and said he exclaimed, he made a statement saying, "You know what? I've gotten all of these things because I took the advice of my teacher." So he's the real owner of all what I have today, and he was very happy, right? So after telling the story to the bhikkhu, Supreme Buddha said, so at the time, this bhikkhu was that Prince Gamini who took the advice of the wise people, his wise teacher, and achieved all his dreams. And the teacher was myself. And so, boys and girls, after listening to the past story of his own, the lazy monk, the young monk, who had given up all of his dreams, he became an arahant. He was able to attain the arahantship. So see, boys and girls, so it's not easy when you first start something. It might seem very difficult, but we have to continue to work at it, make efforts, and take the advice of our teachers. And and then in spite of our ages, we can achieve anything that we want. May you all be well and happy. May the Triple Gem bless you. Namo Buddhaya.